The P-47 Thunderbolt, widely regarded as one of the most iconic fighter aircraft of World War II, really exemplified advanced engineering and design for its time. So, here's an overview of its design, development, performance capabilities, and impact on the war. Design and development. First, the origins. The P-47 was developed by Republic Aviation and made its first flight in 1941. The Republic P-47 Thunderbolt is a World War II-era fighter aircraft produced by the American company Republic Aviation from 1941 through 1945. It was a successful high-altitude fighter, and it also served as the foremost American fighter bomber in the ground attack role. Its primary armament was 8.50 caliber machine guns, and it could carry 5-inch rockets or a bomb load of 2,500 pounds, 1,100 kilograms. When fully loaded, the P-47 weighed up to 8 tons, making it one of the heaviest fighters of the war. It was designed to be a high-performance fighter, capable of escorting bombers and engaging in dogfights. When it comes to design features, the P-47 was actually one of the largest and heaviest fighters of its time, featuring a robust airframe built to withstand damage. It was powered by the Pratt & Whitney R2800 double Wasp, a 2,000 horsepower, 18-cylinder radial engine, which provided exceptional performance and speed. The Thunderbolt had a distinctive oval-shaped wing design that contributed to its stability and maneuverability. Armament. The P-47 was heavily armed with 8.50 caliber M2 Browning machine guns, enabling it to deliver significant firepower against enemy aircraft and ground targets. The P-47's performance capabilities are pretty impressive. This fighter jet has a maximum speed of approximately 433 miles per hour, which is about 698 kilometers per hour. Its service ceiling is about 43,000 feet, which is 13,106 meters. Now, for range and maneuverability, its combat range is around 600 miles, which is 965 kilometers with drop tanks. With its size, it was not as agile as some smaller fighters, but it definitely compensated with firepower and durability. The P-47 was one of the main United States Army Air Forces (USAAF) fighters of World War II. It also served with other Allied air forces, including those of France, the United Kingdom, and the Soviet Union, as well as Allied Mexican and Brazilian squadrons. The P-47 Thunderbolt could actually carry bombs and rockets for ground attack missions, which, well, really enhanced its versatility quite a bit. When it comes to mission deployments and its impact during World War II, the P-47 played a crucial role, mainly as a fighter escort for bombing missions. By the end of 1942, P-47Cs were sent to England for combat operations. The initial Thunderbolt flyers, 56th Fighter Group, were sent overseas to join the 8th Air Force. As the P-47 worked up to operational status, it gained a nickname, Jug, because its profile was similar to that of a common milk jug of the time. Two fighter groups already stationed in England began introducing the Jugs in January 1943, the Spitfire Flying 4th Fighter Group, a unit built around a core of experienced American pilots who had flown in the RAF Eagle squadrons prior to the US entry in the war, and the 78th Fighter Group, formerly flying P-38 Lightnings. It got involved in air-to-air combat and took on ground attack operations as well. At first, the Thunderbolt did face some challenges, like a slower climb rate compared to its lighter contemporaries. But it truly excelled in high-speed intercepts. The first P-47 combat mission took place the 10th of March 1943 when the 4th FG took their aircraft on a fighter sweep over France. The mission was a failure due to radio malfunctions. All P-47s were refitted with British radios, and missions resumed the 8th of April. The first P-47 air combat took place the 15th of April, with Major Don Blakesley of the 4th FG scoring the Thunderbolt's first air victory against a Focke-Wulf FW-190. Over time, it became highly effective against Luftwaffe aircraft, managing to claim a significant number of kills during the war. By mid-1943, the Jug was also in service with the 12th Air Force in Italy and against the Japanese in the Pacific, with the 348th Fighter Group flying missions out of Port Moresby, New Guinea. By 1944, the Thunderbolt was in combat with the USAAF in all its operational theaters except Alaska. The P-47 was extensively used in the European theatre, particularly in the following campaigns, such as the Normandy invasion, where it provided air support for Allied ground forces. In Operation Cobra, it conducted ground attack missions against German defences, and in the Battle of the Bulge, it delivered close air support and engaged enemy fighters. The Soviet had interest in the P-47. In mid-1943, the Soviet High Command showed an interest in the P-47B. 3 P-47 D-10REs were ferried to the Soviet Air Forces, VVS, via Alaska in March 1944. 2 of them were tested in April-May 1944. Test pilot Alexei N. Grinchik noted the spacious cockpit with good ventilation and a good all-around view. He found it easy to fly and stable upon takeoff and landing, but it showed excessive rolling stability and poor directional stability. Soviet engineers disassembled the third aircraft to examine its construction. They appreciated the high production standards and rational design well suited to mass production, and the high reliability of the hard-hitting Browning machine guns. With its high service ceiling, the P-47 was superior to fighters operating on the Eastern Front, yielding a higher speed above 30,000 feet, which is 9,100 meters. Specifications of the P-47 Thunderbolt. The P-47 has a length of 36 feet 1 inch and a wingspan of 40 feet 9 inches. It has a height of 14 feet 10 inches and an empty weight of approximately 8,000 pounds. Its maximum takeoff weight is well over 14,000 pounds. The P-47 has a maximum speed of 433 miles per hour and a range of 600 miles. The Republic P-47 Thunderbolt is celebrated not only for its engineering prowess, but also for its effectiveness in combat. Its ruggedness, firepower, and versatility established it as a workhorse of the United States Army Air Forces during the conflict. The P-47's initial success in combat was primarily due to tactics. Using rolls, the P-47 had an excellent roll rate, and energy-saving dive and zoom climbs from high altitude to outmaneuver German fighters. Both the Bef-109 and FW-190 could, like the Spitfire, outturn and outclimb the early model P-47S at low to medium altitudes. Since these early P-47S had mediocre climb performance due to the lack of paddle blade propellers. The arrival of the new Curtiss paddle blade propeller in early 1944 significantly increased climb rate at lower altitudes and came as a surprise to German pilots, who had resorted to steep climbs to evade pursuit by the P-47. Some P-47 pilots claimed to have broken the sound barrier in steep dives, but later, research revealed that because of the pressure buildup inside the pitot tube at high speeds, airspeed readings became unpredictably exaggerated. As P-47S were able to outdive enemy fighter planes, German pilots gradually learned to avoid diving away. After the war, the P-47 continued to serve in various air forces around the world, marking its enduring legacy in aviation history.